Alright guys, yes everyone. Yes, I like to refrain on calling people out or saying negative things about any creator, right? Because even if it's somebody that does something obviously wrong, right? Not that I can't say something if they do something obviously wrong or it's proven that they're guilty of something. I try not to. And same with looks, right? Because people change and people do different things, right? Like usually I don't make comments about other people, like people's looks, but sometimes I have made, some comments with celebrities, not in a bad way, but I'll be like, oh, I look good, or this person looks good, like me, or they're better, or they're worse, whatever, right? I try to avoid that kind of topic, right? Because some people are really good looking, or they become really good looking, or they're just not doing a good look that day, or whatever, or people do things and they don't mean it, or oh no, sorry, they do things and they look good in a different look one day and then not as much the other day, or whatever. I don't want to make comments, right? Because it's not really nice, right? And I try, like, if I do make comments, I always try to justify by explaining that I'm just comparing myself to a celebrity. I think it's awesome that I look this good or whatever, right? And but in general, obviously, I never make fun of people's looks in person. I'm not going to make fun of someone's looks. I don't think it's nice to make fun of someone's looks. And everybody's beautiful, right? Everybody's beautiful. You have to remember, like some people's treasure is another person's trash, right? So even if I think someone's not that good looking, someone else might think they're amazing, right? So and they could be really gorgeous, right? So gorgeous people have different tastes, and some gorgeous people like different things, right? So we can't always assume that what I think is good as a gorgeous person is good to someone else that's also gorgeous, right? People that are all different actualities, all different things, so they like different things, right? Some people don't even want someone exceptionally good looking to stand conventional standard. They want someone else, right? And everybody should feel good about themselves, right? I talk about this on my channel because that's what I talk about, right? But in real life, you don't talk about these things, right? I mean, obviously on social media, it's something you talk about because you like it and you think it's interesting. People love looks and all that, but in real life, you're never gonna say someone's not good looking, or you're never gonna, that's rude, right? And even if you think it's true, someone else that's just as gorgeous as me might think it's not true, right? So to each unique body, unique face, unique look, we should all be happy, right? We should all celebrate what we think is beautiful, which we do anyway. I mean, if you find something beautiful and I don't find it as beautiful, or vice versa, you're going to celebrate that, or I'm going to celebrate that. But all in all, everybody's beautiful. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Like even today, I saw this couple, right? I'm very gorgeous. I'm very thin. I'm very, obviously, I look like a supermodel. The one guy was super gorgeous. The other girl was chubby and not as pretty as me, but but like I said, being chubby is not, like, some people think that's very good, right? So everybody's different, right? And maybe somebody else thinks I'm way worse than her. Not everybody likes models, right? But you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna be. I don't care. I don't judge people. If somebody finds someone and they like them, some people like people for their personality, right? They don't necessarily like them for their looks, right? But yeah, in general, of course, I'm not the be all end all, and people might not think I'm very good looking, right? And that's fair, right? So we all should celebrate what we like, and people do anyway, right? No one's going to go out into the world and not celebrate what they like, right? But on social media, people talk about beauty all the time, right? But people are beautiful. All of us are beautiful. Overweight, thin, every ability, every race, every religion, every LGBT. And everybody knows I like chubby people. Everybody knows I like all kinds of everybody, right? Obviously, I can't get along with everybody perfectly all the time, right? But I try my best to show everyone that if you're not my kind of person, I'm still supportive, right? Au revoir. By now, you guys are all awesome. Everybody's beautiful. And remember, guys, I could gain weight, someone else could lose weight, right? Me being thinner or whatever has no realm in anything, right? Because I'm looking great now, maybe I won't later, right? But everybody's beautiful, right? Bye now.